All right, it's Saturday morning. A little snow on the ground this morning, February 21st. We're gonna get out here and get the people's groceries. See how it goes. I got a little money already this week. I'll tell you about it later. Let's go. I'm running late. All right, it's 5:58. 23 degrees out here on this February morning. I'm pulling up to Walmart now. The door's open in 2 minutes. I picked up a $20 one that's connected to this $15 morning incentive. It's going right back to my hometown. The little snow on the ground, they didn't, I don't think they knew it was gonna snow, so the roads are a little bit iffy this morning. All right, that's gonna be 20 bucks in our pocket when I get there. The roads aren't great this morning. We had just a little bit of snow last night, and I don't think they put any of the treatment on the roads or anything, so they're a little bit slick in spots. You just kind of sneak up on you every once in a while. Yeah, so this is going to Inman and then back to, then I'll come on back and get another one so I can hit that incentive. I did a little delivering this week, so I already got one of these before 8:15's done. I did it Thursday, so that should put another $15 incentive in the pocket. So all right, I'm gonna focus on this drive. All right, I dropped that one off at 6:40. I'm a few minutes back on my way back to Walmart. I picked up a 28 two-person shop and deliver. One's just 3 items, one's 27. Says it takes about 44 minutes. It's only about 3 miles, so 3.5, something like that. So I'm kind of hoping I can get it done. I should be back at Walmart about 6:55. So I'm hoping I can get it done by 7:40, like completely finished, and maybe pick up something else before I have to come get my wife and take her to work. I got to be home by 8:30, so really by 8:20. I think she likes to leave at 8:20. So anyway, that's where we're at. All right, I got that one delivered. It's 7:40. I got DoorDash on. I really need to leave to head back home to get my wife about 7:55, so there's really not much I can do. So if I don't get a DoorDash by the time I get over there by McDonald's and stuff, I'll probably just go on home and wait for her for a few minutes. I did pick up an order, and it was a decent order, and it wasn't going far, but I don't have time to shop it. All right, I had to quit about 7:30, so I did an hour and a half. Made $63, including that $15 incentive. So $63 for an hour and a half is not too bad. I had to pass up a really good $40 one because I got to go get my wife, take her to work. It was just gonna probably take about 10 minutes too long. I also passed up a $25 one for the same reason. I mean, that I would have had to really hurry to get either one of them done, and with the roads like this, and they're both shopping orders, so anything could go wrong in there with just not being able to find stuff or the time. I mean, I think I could have shopped them pretty quick. I'm being generous with the, I think I could have got them done in about 35 minutes, but I need to pick my wife up in 30 minutes, so I still would have had to drive home. So that's the problem. That 15-minute drive home would have got me, and I would have got slapped. All right, we're back on the clock. Just dropped my wife off. It is 8:37, so we basically took an hour off there. I just picked up this $5 McDonald's DoorDash, and I picked up this $18.50 Spark order that it's curbside, but it's too early to pick it up. It says I got to pick it up. I can start my trip at 8:45. So I'm gonna go grab this McDonald's and deliver it. All right, I'm done with all that. So it's 9:33. I delivered the 2 DoorDashes for like 15 bucks. Then I had this $18 pick up and deliver. So it's about $32 in the last hour. So I am 2.5 hours in, and I'm sitting about $95, I think. So I picked up this order that doesn't really pay anything. It's $8.70, but it's only going 1.5 miles, and it's curbside. The problem is I just gotta wait till 9:45 to pick it up, so that's a few more minutes. So I picked it up at 9:40 on my way back. So I'm gonna drive over here in just a minute and pick it up. So I mean, it says 20 minutes. It's 1.5 miles, so it could be a lot less. It could be less. The 5-minute wait time may be part of that 20 minutes. So $9, 20 minutes. That's $27 an hour. It beats taking one of those shitty orders for $55 that takes 2 hours and it drives 45, 50 miles, and then you got to drive 30 miles back. So a 80-mile round trip for $55 at two hours. That, you know, 2 hours at 55. What is that? That's $27 an hour. So plus you're putting that mileage on there, and I might get something a whole lot better. You know, I might get something a whole lot better once I drop this one off. Hell, I might get another DoorDash and throw that one in there too. So I'm trying to be smarter today. I'm not a smart man, but I'm trying. All right, I started my trip at 9:45 like it told me to. I was loaded at 9:51. I dropped it off at 9:59, and now it's 10 o'clock. And I dropped it off, and immediately I got a 33 to go about 17 miles or so. So it miles, you know, by the time I get back, it's 34 miles. It's $33. It's a curbside. I know the road a little bit. It's not too bad. I mean, it is a back road, but it's not like going to Marquette or somewhere like that. I think it's 2 drop-offs. I could be wrong though. But it's 33 bucks, and it's only gonna take me about 45 minutes. I'm about 5 minutes away from dropping this last one off, and we'll be at about 4 hours work time. I believe we're between $130, $135. I'm not 100% sure, but somewhere in that range. All right, so on my way back from that last one, I picked up a $25 Uber going back to my hometown, and as I was getting gas to deliver that before I left the area, I got a $15 3-item shop and delivered that I ran back over there and shopped real quick. That's it's a weird little, so from my town I'm gonna drive 15 miles east to deliver that 3 items, and then I'm just gonna turn back up and come back to Walmart from there. So it's it basically is just throwing 15 extra dollars on there, and so it worked. So that's like 40 bucks. All right, I finished all that. I'm about 5 minutes away from Walmart. It is 12:12, so made better time than I thought. I went in and picked up this $41 7 stops. It's 36 miles, but that's gonna leave me about, it's really gonna be about 60-ish miles. but I've been real good on my miles today, so it's not gonna put me over $1 a mile. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. That'll put us about 220 for the day. I should be through with it before 1:30, around 1:30, something like that. Alright, just dropped that one off, the last one in Marquette. It's 1:30:36, so that puts us right at 6.5 hours for the day so far. I have not done the math, but I think we are about 2:30-ish. Alright, so I just dropped one off in Mound Ridge. It's 3:08. I'm sitting about 260 right now in about 8 hours, so whatever that adds up to, I'll have to do the hourly math. I think my miles are okay, probably getting close to 1 for 1. Probably stay out till about 5 today, and then just do a couple hours in the morning, see if I can get close to 400. Plus the other 4 hours this week where I made 235. Banger alert. So I wasn't real happy, but I picked up this
next stop sign, turn right.
I picked up this $32 going to
Stop
Little
sign,
River.
turn right onto East Avenue A, Kiowa Road.
It's 3 drops, but 2 in McPherson, 1 in Little River. It's not great, but I was like, well, I've been sitting around for 15 minutes, you know, and I want to go home. So I took it, and that put me to 291. And as I was getting loaded, I had this Uber pop up for $51 going to Marquette, which is over there close to Little River. So I took it, and they didn't give me a bunch of crap today about it. So that puts me about 240. And or 340. So we might get to 400 tomorrow morning. All right, I'm on my way home. Finished today, I think about 340. I'll actually do the math and figure it out for sure tonight or something. But yeah, about 340. So I mean, it was a good day. All right, it's 5:52. Getting some gas. It's 24 degrees on this Sunday morning. So I picked up this $11.70 3-mile 3-item shop and deliver for this morning. It's got a $6 incentive on it, so it knocks it up to about 18, almost $18. So I want to get as many as these $6 incentives as I can before 8 o'clock. I can't talk, it's cold out here. All right, it's 6:14. I just dropped that off. It's a weird little I don't know if it's it says it's an apartment complex type of quadplex thing, but it's got a front door, so you can't really get to the apartment. So I just set it outside the front door. I mean, I don't know what else to do with it. So the door's locked. I don't want to be walking up in there. So we're gonna see what else we get now. 6:15. It's about a 10-minute drive, 6-minute drive back to the Walmart. Nothing popped up yet. So I picked up this $22.50 with a $6 incentive. Makes it 28 to go 6 miles. It's got 10 items, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Should be done, hopefully be done with that by 7. Whoo! All right, 6:36, got that shop done. It's about a 9-minute drive to drop it off. It's 5.8 miles, it says. Galva. It's just highway to town, and then it's a real small little town. So should be done by 6:50, I would assume. All right, we are back at it at 6:50, 6:49. I just dropped that off, and as soon as I got done with it, I got this 38 to Marquette. It's 4 drops, but it's a curbside. It goes to Marquette. It's 24 miles, but I can take a shortcut home after that. And if I decide to take a shortcut home, if I decide to go home, it's $46. We're sitting at 46 right now with what we've done already in this first hour. We're already at 46. So if when I take this, if I come back, we're at 90, 92. For 2 hours is pretty freaking good. It's a $45 an hour average, $46 an hour average. So I thought about it. I almost didn't take it because it's going to Marquette, and I was like, well, I can either go ahead and take that for 46 in an hour, which is what basically what I made in this first hour, or I can see if anything else pops up. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. All right, I'm on my way to Marquette. I should finish this order before 8 o'clock, so I got till 8:15 to get one more of those $6 incentives. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. That'd be nice. All right, I'm done with that. I should be back at Walmart here in about 25 minutes at 7:52. So it'll be about 8:15, something like that. I'm kind of behind a slow vehicle. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pass him here in a second. I did pick up a $33. It's 53 items to shop for, so it's gonna take me about an hour. It's only going 9 miles, and it's got the $6 incentive, so that knocks it up to 39. So that'll put me about $130 for the day. All right, it's 9:30. I just dropped that one off. I think we're around $750, something like that, for the whole week. I think we're about 520-ish for the weekend. I'm probably about to go home. It's been a great weekend. I keep getting, since I dropped that off, no, I don't want to do that. I've gotten 3 really shitty orders. I mean, the pay is almost good enough, but the time, I don't want to drive an hour away from my house. So it's been 3 in a row that I haven't wanted. So I'm either gonna quit and go home, or I'm gonna get a good order. All right, I'm washing the van. I picked up an $11 shop and deliver. It took me about 15, 20 minutes. And now I have picked up a $33 curbside. It's got 3 stops in town here. And I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go home, and I'll do my math, but shoot, we might be over 800. I don't know. All right, I am done for the weekend. It is almost 11. I've been done about 30 minutes. I had to sit there and do the math. I had something else I had to do before I started home. So So some numbers for the weekend. For the weekend, we made $597.38. We worked 15 and a half hours. That's $38.54 an hour. So that's pretty good. We drove 437 miles this weekend. So way ahead of my dollar per mile thing. For the full week, we worked 19 and a half hours. We made $832.38, whatever. I didn't add the cents on that part. So we worked 4 hours on those 2 days. So we worked 19 and a half total for the weekend, those 2 other days. 832.38. That's $42.68 average per hour. And we drove 538 total miles this week. So that's pretty good. I mean, you could make a living doing it if you got lucky like I did on those 2 days. I mean, that was pretty nice. I mean, you can make a living doing it anyway, but I just got real lucky with that order Thursday morning, and then Friday evening was just fantastic. So, and then yesterday was good, and this morning was good. So it was a really good weekend. Made a lot of money for, less than 20 hours. If you could do that in 40, $1,700 a week. That's pretty dang good. I don't know if I could have the energy to do it. Maybe I do. I work a 40-hour week on the other side. So, all right. So, song of the day or the week, song of the week. There's a cover of Tom Petty's "You Got Lucky" by a band called Blackberry Smoke. That's really good. So, how about "You Got Lucky" by Tom Petty, covered by Blackberry Smoke? I like their version better than Tom Petty's version. So, anyway, I got lucky. Sure did. Alright, see you next week. Like, subscribe, comment, thumbs down. It don't matter. I don't get a lot of views. So, let's get those up. Not that it don't really matter. I don't give a shit.